Ladies and gentlemen, I think I have everything okay. Wait, hold on. I'm coming into two different sources. How is it that...
What you need to be doing is just going, hey, y'all, is this thing on?
No, I know what it was. The Skype audio was still coming through. Again, my apologies, everybody, for us being so tardy. As I've stated before.
Y'all was like, well, it was literally my fault, okay? So the pizza arrived here like 5 whole minutes before this podcast started. It was the first thing I ate today. I ate the whole pizza. The whole thing. All 6 slices.
So you don't have to take that from me. No, I'm apologizing because, you know, when uninstalling programs from a computer, you should really be careful what you're uninstalling. Mm-hmm. Because if you have not backed up, you know, scenes in OBS like ones to shows that did not exist, when you last did a backup, the whole thing disappears and you have to scramble to rebuild it all.
Hold on. So first thing, it was still my fault, but also on having to rebuild these OS seeds. Talk about like how JSON saves lives though.
Exactly. So the last time I backed up the scenes on OBS was February 22nd, 2020, my birthday, because I was rebuilding Major Rig. The show didn't come into fruition until April of 2020, which means none of this was backed up. Not the cookout version, not the Major's House version, none of it.
Oh, damn.
See, he's one of those people who tried to play a whole RPG without using the save points and then run into a boss monster. Was like, listen.
Look, I've not had to reinstall Windows in God knows how long. I don't know if it's a testament to Windows finally building a stable version of their OS or the Ryzen CPU working better than my Intel i7. I don't know. But I've not had to reinstall an OS in some time, and that's why my OBS scenes have not been backed up. But best believe I have backed them up since then, like in the past 15 minutes, so we're good here. Mm-hmm. All that being said, welcome to Tech Talk Thursdays. It is October 15th, 2020. That's right? 10/15, 2020. Okay, good. We're good here.
Yep, it is.
Date's good. Audio was flaky at the beginning, but we fixed that. Okay. I'm one of your hosts, Mark Summers, Major Linux. Of course, I'm joined this week by KKS Gaming.
Hello.
And of course, Sinziak. 2 for 2.
That's 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
We're here.
Yes.
My man, 2 for 2. Hand clap and praise.
Nothing if not consistent.
When you know better, you do better.
See, we love to see it because people on Twitter weren't doing that today, so we got this from Linux, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of Twitter, Kev, I still got a little beef with you because you glad to tell me when Twitter's down, but sure shit don't tell me when it's back up. I'm sitting out here looking like that.
I mean, it barely is. He's out here telling you to walk out here on a branch and hope that it doesn't break underneath you.
I had to make sure. I literally had imagine an hour amount of tweets I had to do. I had to tweet everything in about an hour. I had a video I had to post. I had clips. Well, I didn't have clips, but anyway, I had stuff. You know, I was getting stuff together, and then all of a sudden, and I'm I'm out of the loop for an hour, and I'm like, let me keep up. Let me look at this hashtag Twitter down, and then you're like, oh, you're not gonna tell me, and I'm like,
no, you ain't tell me nothing. Ain't tell me nothing. I'm out here looking like Joaquin Phoenix and her. Those little meme where you just standing around like in a swimming pool and shit. Baby, come back. You could blame it.
When will my Twitter account come back from the war?
Well, it's all Jack's fault anyway. So I don't know.
No, I thought it was funny because you could still use some of the features of the site. So one of the trending topics was giant bomb.
Yeah.
And it was funny to see non-gaming Twitter see that. It was like, look, this is not a time for one, Twitter to go down, and two, in 2020 for us to see the trending topic giant bomb.
Basically, yeah, giant bomb, Twitter goes out. Huh? What's happening? You know, like
That was
people looking
that
on the
was
news.
that was unfortunate. I'm glad I was able to see the okay. It's just that Abby Russell, one of the personalities on at the site, is leaving at the end of November. So whoever cares about that's news for you. But yeah, it was funny to see everybody who doesn't know what Giant Bomb is, like, oh shit, what the fuck is happening?
Giant Bomb, what?
I need people to don't with these announcements.
I mean, it answered a question about like a sale of CNET, like CNET and all of the like CBSI properties that CBS had acquired some time ago. Like, is Giant Bomb a part of that? But I guess so. That's true because that's why she's leaving. She's not continuing with the company after the sale is finalized. So yeah,
makes sense.
I'd be interested to see like where all that goes, but that's neither here nor there. We've got some things to talk about.
Do we?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got? What do we got here?
Apple announced their iPhone lineup Tuesday.
Oh, they did. They truly did.
I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
I am happy.
I'm gonna talk y'all about. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and put this in here. I'm salty because I told y'all last week.
I am happy and upset all at the same time. But I'm still buying new iPhones.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but give us these highlights though. What happened?
All right, so of course, Apple they had their high speed event Tuesday. First thing they announced was the HomePod Mini, the much rumored HomePod Mini, and it's for $99, which isn't bad, but again, there are better and cheaper speakers out there. But again, getting sucked up into the reality distortion field that is an Apple keynote for a good 5 minutes, I'm saying, oh, I should totally get one of those. Until I was like, no, I'm not doing that. What the fuck? I don't even listen to music outside of headphones, like literally even outside of my phone. So what would I do with a HomePod? But yeah, so if you want a HomePod Mini, the tech inside of it's pretty decent. But yeah, like for $99, you can probably get better and more smart speakers than the HomePod Mini. Moving on to the iPhones. Of course, what we were all here for, all new iPhones. Apparently, the big announcement that everybody was waiting to hear is that the iPhones now have 5G. I do want to take this time right now because, again, even in October, there are probably still people who believe this, and they are probably now circling Twitch because they got kicked out of Facebook. 5G does not cause coronavirus. It does not cause any medical conditions. So those who believe that, stop. Just stop.
However, we are happy to inform you once again that the things that will absolutely cause that for you are going out into public places and, I don't know, going to the club and having a party and not doing essential things and not wearing a mask and not washing your hands after you go outside. Wash your hands. We have a tutorial for that.
Yeah, we do.
Wear a mask when you go out. Please and thank you.
Thank you, Sid. So for the hardware,
I'm so mad about that because someone posted something this week about things that were happening with their family and people being in the hospital but not being able to go and see them and all this other stuff. And I don't know if y'all are aware, well, not you two specifically, but I don't know if people in general are aware of what the experience is like of trying to see someone when they have to go to a hospital now with all of this stuff happening. So about 4 miles from where I live are the only two big hospitals in town. There are only two. And my sister got ill. She has autoimmune issues. And she had to go to the hospital for a while. And they were just like, you're looking real sus on these symptoms. So we're going to keep you here for a few days, see if we can figure out what's going on and if you're testing positive and all that. So they tested. Thankfully, she was negative. However, me being in the hospital, they had to stop me at the front door and were just like, one, we have to check them in, but two, once you establish a person that can visit you, you get one singular family member, no matter how many other people there are that are concerned. One family member that can visit you the entire time you are there, because the risk is too great for us to allow more than one. So once that person, like if it's your mom, if it's your dad, if it's your brother, it's your sister or whoever, that's the only person who can see you, period, for the entire time that you're at the hospital.
And that's an improvement, because it used to be zero.
Nobody.
You were just backed up by yourself alone.
And I think, no, quite honestly, here's the thing. I think some of that depends on age, but also some of that depends on region too, because I'm pretty sure, for example, in New York, where my dad lives, you can't have visitors at the hospital. I'm going to step out of my feelings for a moment, though, and let y'all talk about iPhones.
Right.
Nah, you good.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
but I was watching someone talk about just their family, because apparently someone in their family had recently caught it, and they were just like, they can't even talk to each other to see if they're okay or get any of these like in-person dialogues, and they were just like, I am mad at all of y'all, and if I could see one of you outside not wearing a mask right now, I'd punch you in the mouth. And I'm like, you right.
Big talk.
Because you got your damn Cheeto in chief out there leading by some dumb example.
Loud and wrong. Literally.
Talking about, hey, we got these miracle cures. Dude, you are getting that shit because we paid for it, and we can't even get it ourselves. So
wait, I mean, if we're going to talk about that, we have to actually talk about that. One, you got things that we're paying for. Two, you have access to medicine that normal patients can't even have, no matter how rich they are, unless they're like Jeff Bezos. And three, you have like a dedicated like staff and doctor for you, not a whole hospital full of people, not 2 or 3 hospitals full of people. You get like a personal, this person is responsible for taking care of your health.
I mean, the doctors came out like the squad. They came out like the East Side Bloods. They came out squad, and they were out. They were like, I'm the one speaking. Like, I mean,
if we're being real about it, being out here and exposed, because y'all think people would have learned? They like literally over 150 people are now infected behind this nonsense, and we just sitting out here.
Just having whole things.
Friendly reminder that I got into a discussion with somebody about this today, and I just spend a whole bunch of time side-eyeing the phone. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the World Health Organization, like people in science and things, right, have already let us know that you catching COVID is like, has long-term effects. Yeah. Like your entire life worth of effects. Like reduced lung capacity for the rest of your life effects.
Yep.
Among others. Like that is the low end of the spectrum. And it's kind of, y'all play if you want to.
Yeah, and they just cashing in like chicken pox. Like, oh.
Man. And that's kind of how they're playing it. You got people who are trying to catch it on purpose.
Except half the people don't have to die for it actually to maybe kind of sort of give you immunity. So,
This is dumb as shit, man.
Yep.
So stay in my damn house and play with my iPhone.
Yep. iPhone.
Yeah, that's a hard ass transition to come out of. It really is. Yeah,
we're just gonna say, like, this is one of those moments where, and I think this is just the state of the world in general. Y'all listen, we're gonna have to just speak some truth, be angry about some things, take a moment to breathe, as we have to do collectively, especially if you have any kind of melanin in your skin, and then continue.
True words have never been spoken. So the iPhone 12 has been announced. $799. It's just essentially the continuation from the iPhone XR, the iPhone 11. This is the base iPhone. Almost like, okay, the way they've positioned the the way Apple is positioning these iPhones now, like that, this is the base. Like this is it. Like, every other iPhone variant is going to be based off of this device. It's not a scale down of another one. It's not a step up. Like this is the base. So they announced the iPhone 12, new chip. I think the better cameras in there. But after they announced that, they also announced the iPhone 12 Mini, which, and I wish I had grabbed it, is no bigger than an iPhone 7. Actually, it's smaller. It's smaller than an iPhone 7, iPhone 8. I guess technically, wouldn't that just be the SE? It's smaller than the SE. It is now the smallest phone that Apple makes. So like, yeah, so they have the iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Mini, which, yeah, like really small. And I know I was having conversations with people about the size of it. It's like, I'm definitely not getting that. I think the iPhone 12 is 6.1 inches. iPhone Mini 5.4. I'm not showing you here. Actually, I did have a 5.4 inches. I had a chart comparison for it, but I don't remember what I did with it. And as you can see too, the iPhones, they look like the iPhone 4. And I'm really excited about it. That was actually the best looking iPhone back in the day. Like, I'm not sure if y'all remember AntennaGate, but those were the AntennaGate phones.
Yeah, I had a 4S, and I really did like my 4S a lot, like, because I liked it had like the flat but the rounded, like, you know, size. So I like that, you know. It kind of feels like if you didn't have it in you, because there'd be sometimes when I take it out to like clean it. I liked having the grip of the flat size because it felt like you had more grip on your phone than like the rounded edges of like the 6 or 7, where you'd have like it felt like it would slip out of your hands like a bar of soap. Like it's almost like So
yes, I'm definitely glad they went back to the design. Of course, you know, they went back to it with the iPad Pro, like the 2nd gen iPad Pro, and with the recently announced. Also, I didn't know it hadn't come out yet, but the recently announced iPad Air 4. Really, that has not come out yet. They are still talking about it's being released in November. And then moving on, we now have the iPhone 12 Pro, which is very, very shiny, and I like it. The iPhone 12 and the 12 Mini are aluminum-based devices. The iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max are stainless steel. Even though I look at this gold one, you can convince me that that is just solid gold. Like that's just like 24 karat gold and not stainless steel. Of course, like these have just slightly better cameras in them. Or has more cameras. It's got the wide, the ultra wide, and the telephoto. These can also they can record Dolby HDR, 4K 60, but nothing can really display that. Most displays like HDR10, which is, and also you can edit. You can actually edit and share those videos at that format. So I don't know who the fuck you're sharing it with, but you can do that if you want.
You'd be like, oh, that's great. I can't see it. I can't notice any of it.
Right. Or it'll just get lost. Like, yeah, it's like you'll just be looking at SDR image anywhere else.
Yeah.
The Pro and the Pro Max also have LiDAR. They have a LiDAR sensor, so it should help out with better low light photos. Also improve AR, which I'm really excited about. I think some people were saying they were using the LiDAR to kind of make like floor plans of their houses. Granted, I technically have access to mine because it's been recently built. I have them saved somewhere, but I would like to see if I can reproduce it. Also, in accessories talk, they have introduced Magsafe, which is a technology that Apple has used in their old MacBooks for their charging. They have reintroduced this into their iPhones, which have bought on a wealth of accessories. But the thing that most people have noticed is that we're getting ever so close to the non-plug-in charger lifestyle. The one big complaint about wireless charging on phones is the fact that you would always have to put it in the right spot to get it to work. Magsafe takes the guesswork out of it now.
It just goes.
So now people are saying like maybe in the next 1 to 2 years, you're not going to get any charger in the box at all. Like just buy a Magsafe charger and that's it. There won't be any ports on the phone. And speaking of things not being in boxes, they are not including headphones and a power brick. These phones will only ship with the phone, the paperwork, and a USB-C to Lightning cable charger. Just the cable. Just like the Apple Watch, there's no more charging brick in the boxes, which they are saying it's making the boxes smaller, which means they can ship more iPhones, and it should reduce the impact of like just e-waste and just, hey, if we can ship more boxes, then that just reduces carbon emissions and stuff like that. I forget who it was. I think it was Lisa who was on the roof.
Yeah, Lisa was on the roof.
Lisa was on the roof with her solar panels and touting all the stuff.
I'm like literally of that exchange. I'm like, could somebody get Lisa off this roof, please? They don't need her to be on this roof for them to talk about solar panels. She's literally an old lady on a roof. She's a 40-year-old woman on a roof in Cupertino, California, at Tim Apple's request. Somebody tell her to get off the. And I'm like, literally like, no, get her off.
Why are we stressing about this woman being on the roof if she want to be up there?
I mean,
that's how I feel. I feel like she wanted to be up on the roof.
But did she want to be on the roof? Did she want to be on the roof?
Look, she's all about the environment.
I mean, you could be all about the environment on the ground. You don't have to be all about the environment on the roof.
There's solar panels on the ground. They're all on the roof.
You could literally be like, see, look at our solar power solar power technology. They literally had people zooming left, right in big amphitheaters, and they got little Lisa out on the roof, on the roof to show some solar panels.
Oh my god! So so that's all the good and I'm gonna say good announcement. They brought a lot of stuff in. The thing that gets me though, also the fact that the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 have the same screen size and resolution, the same type of screen, really makes me really happy. Because I'm gonna get my wife the iPhone 12. I'm getting the iPhone 12 Pro, and our phones will be nearly identical. I don't have to worry about huh?
That's the one thing I like about that.
Yeah, it's not getting gimped. Like it's not like there's some missing features. It's just like, hey, the more you pay, the more features you get, not features you get taken away. Right. The one thing I don't like though, or I didn't like initially, but was pointed out in one of of course, when I went live Tuesday, it was pointed out to me that, hey, I shouldn't be making too much of a fuss about this. The camera systems for the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max are slightly different. Apparently, and it's just the image stabilization, and I think the telephoto is a little bit better on the Pro Max. And I was kind of iffy about that. I didn't know how to feel about it until it was pointed out that, with the 7 and the 7 and the 7 Plus and the 6 and the 6 Plus and 8 and the 8 Plus, the 8s had one camera and the Pluses had two. I was like, damn, you're right. Those are bigger differences than the ones I'm complaining about right now. All right, okay. I'll walk off the edge of this one.
And not the roof of Cupertino?
The roof of Cupertino.
Actually, I would like to be on the roof of Cupertino.
I mean,
I would like to be there. I don't know why. I just like solar panels. I really do.
Oh, I know why. I'm just like, I know why, but it's just like
I like solar panels. I don't know. So I see there was some chat here. Sorry about that. I wanted to to get through that dump, and there's probably more information that will be forthcoming once we get through it. So which iPhone I'm going to get? As I mentioned, I'm getting my wife the iPhone 12, and I'm getting the iPhone 12 Pro. Let's see. No ports. Why no headphones? No cords. Wait, how do you connect the phone to stuff with like your computer? Everything is wireless.
Wow.
Like they're gonna be like, you're just gonna have to Bluetooth and drain the battery out of your phone, because I bet you they didn't do anything about the battery capacity when you're like Bluetooth to 5 different devices. But we're not gonna talk about it.
I mean, my AirPods are decent. Granted, I'm saying that as I was having a call with Once O'Clock Watch Out earlier today, and my AirPods crapped out in the middle of that call. But you know, we'll gloss over the fact of what AirPods are doing. Also reminding myself that I'm using a whole bunch of beta software and everything's just broken all the time for me. Did you hear right? No cords. So there will be a cord. There is a USB-C to Lightning cord. The cable is there. The brick itself won't be in there.
Right.
Which won't be much of an issue to me and a lot of other tech people who've had smartphones for like in at least the last 3 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But for people who are just upgrading from older iPhones, for people who for whatever reason, this may be their first smartphone, they may not have those bricks, those like a USB-C brick. And that's where that issue lies. Like actually having that conversation with my wife earlier today when I'm trying to get her to buy more lightning cables. And it's like, yeah, you may want to buy the old ones. Don't just depend on the new cable that may come with your new phone, because you don't have anything to plug that into right now, like at all. It's not like I'm hoarding all the USB-C bricks. What is it? USB-C bricks. Yeah. But I don't even know where mine went that came with my 11 Pro. I have no idea where that is.
Right.
And like I buy random ones from like Anchor or Aukey or something like that when they're on sale on Amazon. So I recommend it if you are planning on upgrading. You do not have a USB Type-C charging brick. Anchor, Aukey, they always have theirs on sale on Amazon.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
so I'd recommend looking into that. Or again, just buying more USB-A to Lightning cables. Like those will still work.
Yeah, those will still work. So, you know.
Damn, she's my age. I gotta get on the roof. Look, the roof is where it's at right now. Socially distancing. Ain't nobody else on the roof. This was Bluetooth the best of network. Yeah. About that Bluetooth.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's always Bluetooth. Yeah, that's nice. But not. I mean, one of the big things I am really excited about with these new iPhones is like that Magsafe stuff and the accessories that are coming with it. The biggest thing I would like to see though is that I'm afraid to put stuff on the back of my phone because I'm afraid NFC will stop working. It seems like they've redesigned how the NFC communicates because of Magsafe. And like they've got the accessories like the cases. The big one though is that wallet. Like they make a little pouch that snaps on the back of the phone you can put your cards in. So I'm wondering if that will keep, and if NFC will still work even with those cards sitting above that NFC ring. But yeah, I don't know. Like I know I don't think anybody here is going to upgrade their phone, are they? I'm the only one, right?
Not the iPhone.
Well, we know about you, and I'm joining you on that one too, which is sad. Sid, you gonna update your iPhone, man?
Not unless y'all sending me one. Listen, y'all real cute. Be like iPhone 12. All right, cool. How much is that? Like $709. You mean US dollars? Currency, the legal tender, because you won't be getting that from me. I get to like that phone is like almost rent for me. Like no, like
I mean, but
why don't I just get ramen instead?
You can subsidize it through your carrier. Well, not subsidize it, but you know.
My carrier is Metro PCS, sir. No. See that look that you had right there? Said everything we need to know.
Wait, hold on. Metro PCS just no. The track phone got bought by Verizon. Metro is T-Mobile. You should be.
Yep.
Look, highlight T-Mobile. Look, we need to get on this 5G wave together. How about that?
Out here crying about half my face.
But yeah, look. Yeah, planning on upgrading the phones here. But yeah, I am also. Yeah, I'm with Kev here. I'm about to hop on that Pixel train again too. So.
So you basically gonna have like two phones. You're gonna basically have the Pixel and still remain the iPhone.
The iPhone will always be my daily driver, but look, until Apple gets their shit together, I gotta have something to play like Stadia, xCloud, and GeForce Now on.
Yeah.
Which probably won't even be playing those, but hey, at least I have that option. That's the thing. Also, I do miss Android. I do miss being on Android. We would like to, cover that more.
Right.
At time I come in the stream, I think he came in the stream Tuesday. It's like, hey, what do you think about the Samsung tablet? Like, I don't know. Again, I would love if, companies would send us things, to test.
I would love that.
I mean, I don't mind borrowing it and sending it back. I don't care. I don't have to own it. But I would at least like to play with it, test it, and be able to talk about it.
Yeah, same. I would.
So
I
I'm
would totally
just
fine
saying,
with that.
like I'll send it back. It's fine. Like I mean, I can clean it. I spray down all my packages. I'll make sure that thing is sterile when I send it back. Look, I'm not playing around. Even after all of this, I will clean it up. It's fine. Look, I'm just saying, just give us a shot. Tech Talk Thursdays. We've been right about a lot of things. We are the Negodamus of tech. We can help you out.
For real.
I don't want to have to work at GMA and just watch them fumble through all of this.
Oh my God, Becky with the blue phones.
Becky with the blue phones.
Like, Becky with the blue phones.
I mean, even though that blue though. I mean, I am kind of feeling.
Are we talking about the different colors of iPhones? Because
I wish there was a better picture of those phones here.
Yeah, it was lit.
Hold on.
And I want to just
hold on. I can
take us back in time.
Yeah,
take us back in time, but like a little time machine. Back to last week when I cracked some random joke because we were talking about iPhones, where I said, "Let me guess what they're gonna do: come out with like 5 different colors of iPhone or something like this," only for it to be like. Y'all didn't tell me that they actually did that with exactly that many colors. You know what?
I really did not expect them to do 5 colors. I thought they would at least do like the three colors. Like we have our black, we have our silver.
Like with their cheaper ones, and I think because they can color aluminum better than they can color stainless steel, they were able to come out with these different colors. Like, and if it was plastic, they probably give you every color in the rainbow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. OG iPhone SE. Ooh, that was all the colors of the rainbow.
No, that wasn't the SE. That was the 5C.
Oh yes, right.
It was because that was like their first plastic phone. Like before, like. Okay, I don't know. Okay, there we go. I was like, why is this thing not loading? But yeah, I don't know. I am kind of feeling that blue of the iPhone 12 and the 12 mini. And that's the color my wife wants. She wants that blue. But yeah, let's see. And of course, like this thing is going to take forever to do what I want it to do. Because, God forbid, Apple actually makes a site that loads well without trying to be flashy. Because all this scrolling and images popping in and out, like, just let's stop doing this, please.
I just want to look at the phone. I don't need you to be. I don't need to be wowed by your your Squarespace coding skills. I need you to kind of chill off that. Like I just want to look at the phone. Static pictures, the phone. I don't want the iPhone experience when I look for it because I'm like, okay, this is a lot going on right now. Because I was looking at that website and I'm like, damn, what? Huh? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
which is the BTS phone? I have no idea. Well, like every phone has a special feature and is named after a member. Oh, gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah. So like with the Pro, like they're more muted. And it still doesn't really it doesn't really do it justice here, like on their selling page. But yeah, like going here, you can kind of see like how that gold looks, and that gold looks really nice. But that's just ain't me. That's not my style. So yeah, that's the iPhone event. The 11 and the 11 Pro will be available for pre-order this Friday and will be shipping next Friday. The 11 and the 11 Pro. The 12 and the 12 Pro will be available for pre-order tomorrow and will be shipping next Friday. Or will be delivered next Friday, because I think that's what it is, like people getting their hands on Friday, that following week. The 12 Mini and the 12 Pro Max are available for pre-order on November 6th, if I'm not mistaken. It's some like the first Friday in November. Yep, November 6th. There we go. And it will be available on the 13th. Okay. Apparently it's the S20, I think. Wait, there's an S20. Looks. Yeah. Yep. Someone actually pointed out to me today that I made a 4-year-old Samsung Galaxy S reference in an article I wrote when they tried to use it today, and I was like, oh boy, yeah, I need to update that. Also, if you're in the market for some wireless headphones, I thought this was interesting. You can actually get a pair of Beats for $50 now, if that's your thing.
The shade.
Apple quietly
the shade.
Apple quietly launched the Beats Flex earphones Tuesday.
Yeah.
For $50. Not necessarily truly wireless, but if you were looking for some Beats, you're looking for some wireless headphones that are coming from Apple or Beats, if that's still your thing. $50. So I figured I'd toss that in there too.
Yeah.
Now that the Apple news is over, it's time to talk about some very, very scary things, because it is the month of October.
Yeah.
And this is what really keeps me up at night. For only the second time, security researchers have found UEFI malware in the wild. Security researchers at Kaspersky have discovered a rootkit in the wild that infects the UEFI, or the Unified Extensible Firmware Interface, or just BIOS. For modern computers, it's just BIOS. The official term is UEFI, but it's just your computer's BIOS. Which this article says, which is basically the modern day BIOS. This is only the second time they have observed malicious UEFI firmware in use by a threat actor in the wild, in this case by way of targeted attacks against non-government organizations in Africa, Asia, and Europe.
I feel like this is the part in the story where I ask, what the hell is going on?
Big facts.
People just want that data. People just want the data.
And that's
up in the BIOS though. Like for those of us who are just like, by what? What we're talking about here is, all that text that shows up that tests your computer, make sure all your logical drives are in order, make sure your physical drives are in order, stuff before the fancy looking login screen comes up. We're talking about all of that stuff that makes sure that your OS is sitting right and knows what to reference. And people just out here like, well, what if we decided to mess with that?
Basically, like
these are right up there with the people who are just like, what if we built like a machine that lets us simulate like the Big Bang in the lab? Like, just why do y'all do these things? Leave stuff alone. Go in the house. Like, play Genshin Impact or something like that. And leave the rest of us alone.
like Dr. Aaron Malcolm. Just because you thought you could didn't mean you thought you should.
Right. I'm sorry. So, Clockwise, I'm seeing your question. The S20 FE is the S20 Fan Edition, not the Founders Edition. Is a cheaper version of the S20 that Samsung made for, I guess, fans of the Galaxy S20, which is weird. I mean, just buy an S20 at that point, but here we are. And yeah, like then the Note 20. Yeah, I mean, have you seen the Fold? Have you seen the Samsung Galaxy Fold? Check that out.
Sorry, the Fold as in like a razor.
Well, yeah, okay, the Razr. I was talking about like the Samsung Galaxy Fold. There are two versions of that.
No, when you say fold, I mean, is it a flip phone? Is my question.
No, it is a folding phone.
It folds like this.
Have you not seen this? Like, you know, there is a Razr. Motorola made a Razr folding phone. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I want
There are two versions of that.
I just want it. Like, I loved my Razr growing up in high school. That was like it felt so satisfying ending a call and it'd be like, all right, y'all, talk to you later. Clip, and just like snapping the phone closed, and I'm like, felt right. It felt right. Haven't had the same feeling since.
You know, that whole thing. Hold on. There's a YouTube video of a person with like a toy flip phone, just like looking at it really irritated and closing it. And they have a clip of him doing it like 6 times in a row for 7 seconds, and I'm like, the satisfaction that you get from just being like, I am actually done with this whole conversation.
Like, Sin, have you not seen this? Wait,
I don't know why you're pointing at this like I can see it, because I can't.
You should pull up the Twitch channel and see this. Like, there's. Or I forgot. I could just send you the link here.
You know what? I'm just gonna do this thing right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is.
It's a folding phone, but it's a flip phone.
Yeah. The only folding phone I will ever acknowledge is this.
Now, Samsung makes one too, and I think that's the Galaxy Z Flip.
That phone.
Samsung makes 2 folding phones. They make the Galaxy Fold, which is like the size of an S20 or whatever, and it folds out to a tablet. But they also make the Z Flip, which folds in clamshell like this, and then you open it up to a smartphone.
And I'm with that.
This is where we're at now.
I'm with it.
You would talk about expensive iPhones. These are relatively low-powered Android devices that cost $1,500.
$1,500
because they have the folding screen.
Yeah, they have the folding technology, and I'm like, why? But I'm like, still, I want it. But I'm like, why? It's like I want it badly.
Exactly.
But why?
Yeah, I have no need for this.
I'm like, nostalgia. That's why.
You're right. You're right.
It's like, why? You know, like, I'm that.
So yeah, I mean, we could talk about how expensive iPhones are, but again, this is where we're at on the Android side of things. So yeah, again, people, just please watch what you download, watch what you're sticking into your computers.
Phrasing.
Damn it.
Phrasing.
And broken.
Phrasing. I'm not gonna get through an episode without like.
I mean, honestly speaking, I am probably more concerned about this, and the people on this stream are probably more concerned about this than Twitch is as a whole company, but still, phrasing.
Please be careful. What flash drives you
insert?
See, even then.
I mean, you gotta go with what you gotta go with. It's not easy. Just Do the best you
Listen,
can.
please just be, when it comes to connecting other devices
There we
or
go.
other
Thank you.
peripherals to your computer, please
Thank
be
you.
careful, is what
Thank
we're
you.
trying to say.
Thank you.
My
Yeah.
lord.
Thank you.
Is-
All right, I can
is-
finally move on. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. Anywho, you remember that T2 shit we were talking about last week on the Macs?
Oh,
That
yeah.
shouldn't get exploited because y'all actually shouldn't be outside with your Macs? Somebody was able to exploit it. There is now a exploit in the wild. So, again,
Stay at home.
yeah.
You know something? I haven't been exposed to anything.
Oh, wait, actually, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I hope y'all, I mean, sure, while not going outside and getting actually exploited by this, I know that, you know, Amazon Prime Day was just these past couple of days. I really hope y'all bought those cables, those USB-C cables from reputable sources like Anchor or Aukey, and directly from them and not from some mysterious third party, because they just happen to be just slightly cheaper. Because this article here is saying that the team that
We did talk about this I think it was like actually about 5 podcasts ago, where we had people legit putting things in stores that had malware installed to them.
Yep, so this is one of them. This is one of the things. The T2 exploit team demos a cable that hacks the Mac without user intervention. So now you don't even have to go outside. You can just order some from Amazon from a shady, or order some from eBay or some other shady site because you thought you got that discount, but then your Mac gets hacked. So again, really hoping you're buying your cables from very reputable sources. You can buy them directly from Aukey, from Anchor. Hopefully Amazon Basics. Like, I wouldn't trust them because, you know.
Nah, Amazon Basics blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belkin.
They catch fire.
Buy your
Belkin?
cables from Belkin or directly from Apple. Even though those can be expensive. Because you never know what's going to happen if you just try to save a couple of bucks.
Don't cheap out on your cords now. Don't do it.
So yeah, be careful out there, folks. You ain't even got to go outside anymore. 100% thought this was Tamagotchi. Love this so much. Wait, what? What are we talking? What is? Oh, what is this? What YouTube? Oh, okay. Yeah, I miss those days. I really do. Snap and flip phones. I was never really mad with somebody enough though to actually do that. Not even my parents.
You have to be careful with that, because if you did it wrong, it could break your screen. But there was just the satisfying. You were really irritated with people, and it'd be like, click, okay, let's go. Every 90s R&B video around 1995 or so. Open scene, close flip phone. End scene, going to the nightclub because we are mad about it.
So there was actually going to be more Twitter news, but then I guess Twitter fixed itself. But honestly, I really think this is what may have broken it. Twitter makes a last-minute change to retweets of viral information to avoid breaking the election. First, Twitter says that it will add a new warning when a user tries to retweet a tweet that has been labeled with a misleading information label. So I guess everybody retweeting Trump at this point will now see this error or this message. Twitter is also adding additional warnings and restrictions on tweets with the misleading label when they come from U.S. political figures, U.S.-based accounts with over 100,000 followers, or have gone viral. In these situations, people will only be able to quote the tweet, with features including tweets, replies, and likes being turned off. Starting on October 20th and continuing at least through Election Day, Twitter says it will encourage people to quote tweet rather than retweet. This means that when you tap the retweet button, you'll automatically be taken to the quote tweet composer. This applies to all tweets, not just those with certain labels. I'm trying to figure out, like, though this adds some extra friction for those who simply want to retweet, we hope it will encourage everyone to not only consider why they are amplifying a tweet, but also increase the likelihood that people add their own thoughts, reactions, and perspectives to the conversation. If people don't add anything on the quotes he composed, it will still appear as a retweet. So
I literally I literally don't though. Okay, so let's see what this nonsense is because I'm reading this from your screen.
I'm still trying to figure, like, what does that do? If you don't put anything, it just retweets it like normal. Then what did you do?
Mm-hmm. Seriously,
I mean, other than like you just added that extra step. If somebody really, really wanted to send that,
mm-hmm. I mean, all you gotta do is screen cap it and send it. That's it. That's what all the unlotion dudes be doing to harass black women with.
I mean, and or post on Facebook and 9gag, but also, I have a very particular thing about retweeting things in the first place, because a lot of my retweets are honestly like black women or people talking about like their own issues that they deal with that I feel like people could benefit from.
Right.
What am I adding commentary for? It's literally not my life. I do not have to do that. If I have a person who's speaking about, for example, accessibility issues because they're a deaf person, I'm just going to be like, this is something that you need to consider. Y'all need my paragraph of commentary or spicy takes on this. Like, why? Like, these people who think that they can walk into spaces that they're not a part of with experiences that they don't have and lives they don't have to live, but here's my very spicy take on that. Like, can we not?
Can we not?
Can we just possibly don't?
We cannot, and we don't.
And exactly, Deadpool was like, screen caps just circumvent this whole thing. But
yeah, exactly. Just be like, ooh, I want to tweet that. Screen cap, crop, done.
Twitter is will also prevent tweets from people you don't follow from showing up in your timeline.
Oh, now y'all want to get to that. Lord, this is a whole lie.
That's a lie. Jack.
Because if the people I am following are retweeting people I have not necessarily followed, what's going to happen there? Y'all.
Yeah, that's what bugs me. That's the thing I don't like.
You know what's killing me over here is that I'm reading all of this and all I can hear in this is, hey, we're still not doing the simple stuff that you've already asked us for.
Not a damn thing.
Y'all, I would really like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How about this, like, Florentine steak? Those are delicious. What I asked for at 1 p.m. this afternoon was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Can I have one of those? What if we brought you chicken tenders? What if you brought me the thing that I asked for? I would like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, we got you a brand new convertible. I am hungry. This car does not help me with that unless I can eat it. Bring me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, this is literally trying to interact with Twitter and getting them to implement like simple moderation features. Like, hey, can you do anything with? You sent me a tweet to let me know I've reported someone 7 times this week, but you haven't told me anything you did with that. But you implemented this feature. Do you want to talk to me about this?
I'm gonna need you to do this damn bare minimum that I asked for. To be a social network, to give me the moderated tools that I need to keep people from harassing me on the internet. Can I get that? Can I get that? But just what Sid says. Ooh, let me give you a Bugatti. Do you want a Bugatti? Because we got you a Bugatti. I said no. I just don't want to be threatened. I just want to live my best life on this platform, and you not letting me because you letting unlotioned people come at me and my friends, and I don't appreciate that.
Like, y'all up here talking about how you're not going to allow people to say mean things because it's election season, and someone literally reposted this week, not even 2 whole days ago, someone just sitting them like the N-word 16 times in their DMs. Like, are y'all going to fix anything about this? I would care to know.
I would love to know that.
No, because like, hey, you remember that peanut butter and jelly sandwich you were asking for before? I got it for you. You want that?
Mm-hmm.
No? But you asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving you the peanut butter and jelly sandwich now.
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, now
After
what am I going to do with this peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
You can eat it.
Well, like, here's the thing. By the time they get to me with the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's not that I don't want the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's that I have to ask them for a new one because it's crusty. This thing has grown mold, and they use crunchy peanut butter and not smooth peanut butter. Then they came over here with pure white bread and not honey wheat. Like, it's not, you gave me the form of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it wasn't what I asked for still. Like, how did you manage to do this wrong? It is literally 2 slices of bread and 2 ingredients. Like,
look, we made it when you asked for it, but we wanted to see if you wanted something else.
Mm-hmm. The bread was mold.
And then we kind of forgot about it. So we're giving it to you. We had it ready. We made it when you asked for it.
Mm-hmm. And you put marmalade on it. Fuck out of here. Whole sandwich.
And you just say here, like, did you really though?
Mm-hmm. But did you really though? Did you really though?
Twitter, I love you so much. Like, you are really my favorite social network. But sometimes you make it so hard to love you.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, Jack, you're doing too much, Jack.
Like, I literally have desktop wallpapers of like Twitter. I was a Twitter stan back then. Still am.
Jack,
just make it so hard. So
Jack,
hard to love you.
Jack, you look like and act like the villain from Watch Dogs 2. I'm gonna need you to stop, okay?
So, okay, can we just talk about a thing? Jack isn't even here. He is on a beach in Africa contemplating humanity and completely disconnected from our struggles in any meaningful way.
So you mean he's with like all of Twitch, just like the whole of Twitch at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I did
my whole glass of soda has run dry over here.
I did it.
I'm gonna mind my business because if I had to say what I really thought about behind that statement.
Thank you. Twitter, what are we doing?
The utmost and the utleast.
Like, I don't know how it has to be a social network and tech industry thing. How do you do the most and still fail at things? I don't understand. You have spent hundreds of hours at failing and still and people are just like, I just need you to do one thing.
Because
they have to please the advertisers. That's all this is.
But see, that ain't good for the advertisers either. Because it's like, it's busted. It's like literally like, what happened with YouTube when the whole adpocalypse happened, where it fell in on itself? It's like you're a platform for creators. You're a platform for creators. A lot of your creators are busted. A lot of your people host ads on it. What happens when ads fall on bad content? An apocalypse happens. And this is what we keep saying, like, advertisers run for the hills because they don't want to be associated with a platform that their brands are tied on, dumbass rhetoric. So again, if you're a platform that's full of hate and toxicity, how are you going to be like, oh, hey, Snuggle, come promote your brand on our platform? No. You got assholes on your platform, and I don't want to be associated with that. So, it just stands to reason. Like, what really moves decisions, money. Yeah. That's always money and outrage. And if you get people outraged enough, change happens. I'm just saying. You can only push that beast so far before the beast won't move and the beast turns on you. So, hey, keep pushing.
I mean,
like, it's just one of these moments where you just like, there are no words. It's just hand gestures.
So simple. Yeah. It's so fucking simple, but here we are.
It's so simple, and yet they can't. It's like, They can't help themselves. We'll do better. We'll get it done. We let you down, and yet still, it's like Groundhog's Day, except no Bill Murray, and that's shitty enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you hate deep fakes as much as I do, I think I may have the solution for you. Apparently, there is a new technology that may restore trust in photos and videos against the rise of deep fakes. There's a company called TruePic, which has created its Foresight technology that will kind of put like some little data in your photos and your videos to let people know if it's been tampered with when it's being shared.
Pretty cool.
Apparently, they are working with Qualcomm to kind of get this implemented in like Android devices, and they're making it an open platform. That way, app developers can kind of roll this technology into their apps as well. Which again, I would hope either Apple adopts this type of technology if it's actually good enough, or they develop their own.
I am curious about it because there's clear intent here, and I'm really worried about the way our capitalist society is set up to messing this up. Because these people went, listen, we're trying not to make this information easy, and some company's going to go, what if we patented that though?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying, ask Xerox about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm.
Oh, damn it! No, don't, Apple, don't do it. Yeah, I had to take some steps, but Apple, please, don't be Twitter.
Mm-mm.
Actually, Apple's already Twitter for me too. I have terrible love-hate relationships with tech companies.
Oh yeah.
I think as we should. As the relationships demand.
The best thing that I love is when like Congress basically calls these people on the calls these people on the task, and I mean there's big money in them phone calls. There's Tim, there's Jeff, there's
Mark,
there's Sundar. I mean, there's big money in these. There's Jack. There's big money in these corporations. I mean, big billions and billions of dollars sitting on there, and watching some Republican guy, literally just chew like Mark a new asshole simply because he just doesn't know how his phone works, and he's like mad, like, damn it, I don't know how Facebook works. Why do you make it so hard for me? And it's like literally like Republicans mad because technology is hard. Because technology exists, and I'm not banging two rocks together to make fire. And then Democrats are literally laser focused about trying to break up the antitrust. I
don't know why y'all are mad. These people barely learn how to operate a TI-82. You want them to be able to use a whole smartphone.
I know.
To be fair, a TI-82 is harder than a smartphone. I still think that a graphing calculator is very complicated.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was one of those weird people who was like, oh, we're going to try to write a whole program in the phone just to see what it does. So
yeah, I again, from a school district where, there were like 2 computers for every 5 streets.
Fair.
Like somehow I got here.
Like literally having like Apple working on Apple IIe's at least probably 20 years too late to be working on Apple IIe's.
Yeah,
like,
somehow,
literally like, huh?
Somehow I made it here. I don't understand it.
Like, why are we using this? And I have like a Packard Bell at home. Why can't we just have Packard Bells here? Like, why are we working on like Apple IIe's in middle school? And this is like mid 90s. I got a Windows 95. Why are we working on these? Like, huh? Hello? Because we're broke. That's why we're broke. We're a poor ass school district in Georgia. That's why. Okay.
I mean, for us, like, we're like in Granville County, like, yeah, we were broke and just podunk and just Luddites.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Computers scare people out over here. But yeah, I'd be interested to see where this technology goes. But yeah, of course, as Sin has alluded, Apple, please don't.
Literally.
Don't.
Just let these people develop these things. Let's just let companies with the access that they have develop the apps that they need to develop
Free
to
and
keep
open.
people from doing these deepfakes and stuff. Please leave things alone.
Keep
Let
it
it be open
free
source.
and open, please.
Cause yeah, people just trying to do good things. Don't monetize it. Don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those corporations. Just let people do things cool. I mean, if you want to kick them a couple million in the Cash App, sure, go ahead. But let people be people, y'all.
Yes, free and open. We're always about. I'm always about that Linux. I'm always about that Linux. I'm excited. Some Linux stuff's coming up later on this week too on this channel. But we're not here for that. What we are here for though is this gaming news.
Oh,
PlayStation finally has let us see what this damn system interface looks like.
That's kind of nice. Nice.
It's nice, but I'm not excited about it. I'm really not.
Kind of nice though.
So I'm gonna fast forward here so we can take a look at some of this stuff here. Like they actually showed off this screen. I want to say during one of the state of plays. So yeah, apparently Sony shadow dropped a state of play this morning.
Yeah, just be like,
whoop. Didn't announce it or anything. They just like, here's the state of play. This is what this UI looks like.
It was like the breakdown. It was like the teardown video again. It's like they just be like shadow drop that one too because it was
like I saw that on Twitter first before I realized it was a YouTube video. I thought it was a leak. So like they showed off a lot of the features. They showed off like here's the like hub section for like one of the games. It's like the Sackboy game that's coming out. They showed off the party stuff. Let's see, I'm trying to fast forward here. Apparently they got built-in hints. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you can kind of pin the video, like the little hints off to the side so you can have something to reference while playing. Let's see here. So they tried to demonstrate some loading stuff here. So apparently this is them loading Destruction All-Stars from Sackboy, like the Sackboy game.
Okay, so we need to talk about this whole Sackboy game because I'm looking at that and all I can see is so you're serving me Little Big Planet. Why don't you just call it that though?
Because it's Sackboy's Big Adventure.
It's like Little Big Planet with more like focused Sackboy-esque level. Like
somebody just made Little Big, like a Little Big Planet level, and it's all right, just play that.
Right. It's like Little Big Planet, but not Little Big Planet, but kind of Little Big Planet. Yeah. In that vein, style, aesthetic.
So here they're showing off like the screenshot feature that you can like taking photos at 4K resolution.
I mean, this is straight up Fortnite meets Borderlands.
Let's see. This is the new storefront. They redesigned that from the bottom up. Also, speaking of the store, I just got an email from Sony before the show. They are redoing their online store, and you will no longer be able to buy PS3 and PS Vita games from that storefront.
So about that backward compatibility.
Oh, you mean the non-existent? Because they believe in generations?
Didn't they say it was like the majority of like 4,000 games or something like that for this?
We're getting to that. I think that's also in here too, if I'm not mistaken. If not, we can circle back. I know I got the Xbox one, the back compat list. But yeah, like they didn't really show off much in here. Like it's good to see. So this is the home screen here. I don't care about this. Yeah, so this is the home screen here. Of course, you got all the games got down here at the bottom. All the little sections of the PlayStation 5. They did not show off anything that looked like quick resume.
No.
Nothing that really kind of demonstrated anything in regards to like the speed of the system.
Right.
I'm sorry, like Xbox is just far ahead of anything Sony has ever shown. Now, granted, I mean, I don't know, maybe Sony's got something up their sleeves. Like, I think, actually, one of the articles I do know we have for this one, and I guess we can move on to that, is the overwhelming majority. Well, no, actually, that's. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, did I not include it? I must not have. But there was an article that said, like, you know, most people have actually went ahead and bought, or like there are more PS5 pre-orders than there are Xbox pre-orders, apparently. I can't remember what that number is, but I guess Sony really doesn't care.
No.
And that's fine. I mean, again, from a just looking at the number standpoint, like if you don't care about the software bits that are installed onto these consoles, Sony's got the good mid-range, like got that good mid-range console.
Yeah.
That discless PS5 is the best bet for you if you want a discless system.
Oh yeah.
If you're not worried about exclusives.
Right.
But then again, too, I mean, you can just get like a decent PC and you can play all the Xbox exclusives if you want. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it just seems like Sony really just does not care about those features. Like, they seem to be quite content where they're at, and I guess that's fine for them. If that's what works for them, then that's what works for them. I am kind of underwhelmed with the UI. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm sitting under a whole bunch of realizations that, you know, I was all on Sony's camp at one point, but why? Why was I there?
Mm-hmm.
Cross Media Bar wasn't all that great. Like the PS4 Orbis interface was not all that great. This isn't all that great. I don't know. Like, it was nice to see it, but this is like, it does not make me excited.
No.
Then again, like, Xboxes don't either, but you know.
Yeah, I look at this and I think to myself, like, like I said, it looks cool. The only thing that, like, the thing that was really cool was the whole, like, having the video, basically having like the video where the hint video stuff.
Yeah.
So sometimes like you have a hard time looking for particular items in games, or you want to, like, if you want to be a completionist, that kind of stuff could be a nice help to you. And I liked, like, the fact that if you had, if you were playing a game and I was ahead of you, and I posted a screenshot that could contain a spoiler, it wouldn't show you because you're not at that position. So I thought stuff like that would be kind of cool.
Right.
But outside of that, I would not buy into the console strictly because of those, like, two features that I've seen. Because I could just be like, hey, don't look at this.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
You know. Plus backwards compatibility is a big deal, and it's a thing that people are saying that they want, and two companies are essentially giving it to you, and that's Nintendo and Microsoft. Like, how they do it is kind of wild in certain ways.
I feel like Nintendo isn't giving you backwards compatibility as much as they're just making old games available on the new system.
Right. It's just basically like saying, like, here is the ability to play like
Wii U games.
Yeah, Wii U games.
And that's the thing. Like, they knew how bad the Wii U sold, so they're just trying to make those games that people would have played on the Wii U available on the Switch, because now those people can just play them.
Right.
Like, I don't think, like, that's not backwards compatibility. That's just, you know, remakes or recollect or remasters or whatever.
Right. And that's like, yeah, but then it's also like,
But the thing is, that means people can play those older things that they wanted to play.
Right.
Whatever the term is that we use, as opposed to doing something like, hey, you know that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 that you wanted to play, you're just never going to be able to play that again.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Like, if it was backwards compatibility, then it means you can play the game that you own.
Right.
Like, not,
and
we just made it available on the new platform and you can buy it again. That's what people don't want.
Right. It sounds like what they're not trying to do either way, which is like
the ability. It seems kind of weird to me that a company who did in the third generation of its console made a whole bunch of HD remakes to beloved Sony franchises, and then decided in 4 we might do that, but then again we might not do that at all. Like, just not. And or unless you want to pay more money to possibly do it, to stream it, not download it, but stream it.
No, I think they're doing downloads now. I think they're
doing downloads.
They've recently changed that. But again, it's that whole thing of, sure, you can get access to that old library, but you'd have to pay to get it, as opposed to, like, I have those discs. I literally have these discs. Let me just pop that in.
Right.
And like, that's
probably wouldn't have room to do that on the hard drive that they gave you, but let me not.
Yeah. I mean, even so, even if they didn't do the whole like backwards compatibility, at least be able to have like PSN versions of X game, Y game, Z game, because I know this whole controller has not changed. It's changed shape, functionality, and figures, but it's still a freaking PlayStation controller.
And see that,
and that's
what I don't get about not being able to use a PS4 controller. No, wait, what is it? Like, they've got some weird shit going on with the controller too, and it's just like, no, this is ass backwards. What are we doing? Just
because I don't mind buying Suikoden 2 for like the umpteenth million time, or I don't mind playing like buying Final Fantasy 7, the OG umpteen million times, but I just want to be able to buy it on a Sony console, being that's the thing that I experienced it from. Sure, I can play it on the Switch. Sure, I can play it on PC. Sure, I can play this game, but I want to experience it on a Sony console because that's how I experienced it on a Sony console. And I feel like that that's kind of like wild and weak that they won't even like, no backwards compatibility. Oh, minor Linux. No backwards compatibility, and then no PSN. And no PSN versions of games that I can buy. That's what I want. I want to be able to spend my money on old games.
This was a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all can hear me sniffing.
Yep.
Man, if you don't go back there and see your mama, go see mommy.
True dad mode. Go to your mama.
Y'all, can we have an effing chat for Linux, please?
Can we have an effing chat for Linux's sinuses, please? His nostrils, please.
God.
R.I.P. to Major's nostrils.
Oh, that would have been an awesome, amazing dad moment, but nah, he had to ruin it with a dirty.
That was literally dad mode right there. Go to your mother.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. What I saw in there was a PlayStation 5.
Yeah,
that's what was in there.
Okay.
Because of course we found out something was going to happen today, because Burger King essentially teased it a couple of days ago. That was me opening up that Burger King bag, and the little startup sound happened. It's like, nah, I don't want that. You go.
Wow.
Oh boy. Sony, what are we doing?
Yes.
So okay, this one might be some good news coming from Sony. I'm sorry for like the very, very white screen we got going on here. Some people do not know what dark mode is. Talking about you, VG247. Right. So if you do have the disc-based console and you buy disc-based games, you are not being forced to play those disc-based games online. As part of today's first look at the PS5 user interface, Sony revealed a number of key new features, including features such as cars, the ability to jump into multiplayer matches and game levels straight from the home screen, the new UI's design, much more. However, with all these connected and social features, there's a worry that PS5 is going to become an online-only machine. But this is entirely true. The PS5 will play offline disc-based games as the PS4 does today. So, it's another notch for some. I guess there's a win. Here's now a win for Sony. If you were to buy the disc-based console, as people who probably have restricted internet would do,
right?
You can buy this console, you can buy the game, and you do not have to work connecting it to the internet. Mm-hmm. Now, again, with most of these things, when they are 1.0, they will still have bugs, so there's still that. But if you don't care, you just want to play, Ratchet and Clank, and not have to worry about being online and getting all the online features, that's something you can do.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a positive, I guess. So, I mean, take a point away from Sony, give it another point. This may be a point. An overwhelming majority of 4,000 PS4 games will be playable on the PS5.
An overwhelming majority? Do you mean like 2001 exactly?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're saying that it is actually just easier to say that there are 10 PS4 games that are definitely broken on the PS5, which are DWVR, Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of Kuma, Volume 1, TT Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 2, Just Deal With It, Shadow Complex Remastered, Robinson, The Journey, We Sing, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, Shadwin, and Joe's Diner.
Mm-hmm. I wonder. Well, it's not so much I wonder, but I know that probably the NAC games are probably going to be involved in that list of like 4,000, because they were developed by Mark Cerny, and I'm sure Mark Cerny was like, "You better damn well get them games on that PS5. I want these games on it. I made these games with my two hands, and I want these games to be on PlayStation 5. Get on it." And we might have a NAC 3. We might have a NAC 3. Because nobody asked for a NAC 2, yet we got it. So a NAC 3 is gonna happen. So get ready. NAC 3 on the NAC 3 baby on the PS5.
I'm just wondering why that's not. If that's the thing, why is that not a launch title?
Yeah, because NAC 1 was a launch title, and it was bugged, and it was not optimized well. Nope.
So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So they're saying like, yeah, a majority of them are definitely going to work. They're saying that most should work. You may see some unexpected things, but they're at least confirming there are 10 games that definitely won't work. I really want to know what they mean by it won't work. Like, what was it that broke it? Because it's not like the games that required a PS4 specific thing, because like the controllers are almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm really curious what happened with these 10 games and why they're not working. But I guess we'll never know. And this may take a notch out of PlayStation. I don't know. PlayStation 5 lets you upload voice chats to Sony and report your awful party mates. So apparently there was a notice that went out with the new PS5 update, which we'll cover a little bit later. Like this message, I think, hold on, get this up here. So apparently, in case y'all didn't know this beforehand, but wow, the composition of this tweet is really weird. But apparently the newest Sony update to the PS4 will continue on to 5. Will be recording your voice while in party chat.
Mm-hmm.
So the message, okay, great, thank you. About party safety, we want the PlayStation Network to be fun for everyone, which is why we have community code of conduct. Please be aware that voice chats in parties may be recorded and sent to us by other users. By participating in voice chats, you agree to your voice being recorded. When behaviors that violate the community code of conduct are reported, PlayStation Safety will review the reports to check if there have been genuine violations. These recordings will be used only for safety and moderation purposes by PlayStation Safety. Now, of course, like when this first came out,
to the no.
To the no.
Okay,
Hell
so before I
to the
finish,
no.
I want to know why are y'all saying hell to the no?
I'm gonna let you finish.
All right. So, upon first seeing that, and again, when I saw it initially, I thought that what everybody was saying was, okay, Sony's just recording everything. Upon reading that and then actually getting the official statement from Sony about it, the wording actually does change. The meaning changes. What they're saying is not that Sony's recording, but they're saying that, hey, you are subject to being recorded by the person who's running the party chat. And that when that happens, when they record it, they can upload the recording to PlayStation. Say, hey, this dude is being super problematic. We should do something about it. Here is this voice recording so you can hear what he says. So if somebody just come out and just say the N-word to you 20,000 times in your voice chat, you have proof that he totally said that. Here is the proof of that. So, like, I saw it initially, it's saying that Sony was recording everything, but after Sony's statement that they put out, it was like, okay, no, this is actually saying that the party owner is recording it and uploading it. Sony isn't listening to that until it is sent to them. Now, why the hell no?
So, much like you with the first initial pass through of this, I was just kind of like, so y'all are just up here recording stuff? Okay. How about no? But also, do we really want to trust people to just be like, we're not pushing this record button right now?
All the exposure.
Mm-hmm. Because it's either Sony doing nonsense, which, I hope is not the case, or somebody else doing equal and more ridiculous amounts of nonsense and then making that their YouTube highlight for the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which is worse here.
I don't think it's... All right, so let me clarify. I don't think it's somebody actively hitting record. I think that there are local recordings that are being saved on the system. And then when you report it, it takes that clip and then sends it. So it's not like somebody has access to that recording. I just think that like it's a low-level system process that's recording audio, similar to like, when you've got Xbox record that and it takes like that last 60 seconds of video. Like, I don't think you ever really had access to it until you told the Xbox to record it. Then it takes that last 60 seconds. Okay. Or like a live photo on an iPhone. Like, you're not actively recording. It's like, but when you hit the shutter button, it then takes like those last couple of seconds and adds it to that to that photo. I just hope the person who records can't edit before. Yeah, see, I don't think that's what that is. I don't think you can. I would like to think that you're not able to manipulate the audio file before sending it. Like, it doesn't give you the option to do that. I would like to think that's what it is, but again, without a PlayStation 5, without anybody really able to test that feature, we don't know. But I don't think there's going to be any editing of a clip before being sent. Because again, like we all know what that looks like, and I'm pretty sure that whoever's implementing this feature also understands, okay, yeah, you can make anything sound like anything with editing.
To be fair, I always assume the worst possible in
okay.
all of these situations
Right.
whenever it comes to this, because I have to.
And
Because
that's
I have
understood.
to. Because like it is one of those things where, you know, like you'll have like a whole clip and have somebody just go, here's the nonsense. It's happening right here. Like we got it. We got the whole like 60 seconds on tape, and people will be like, I don't know. Are you sure you weren't in your feelings about it? Or you'll get this whole thing where they have like this whole elaborate system that they set up where you have to do a whole bunch of things and it still goes unmonitored. It's just like every time I hear, hey, we're going to be recording things so we can have this reporting system that makes it us easier for us to, I'm just like, how are they going to misuse this?
Right.
I mean, and that's very valid. You're absolutely right. It's just, I guess for me, like I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't know.
See, listen, he is more optimistic than cautious, and I am probably more cautious than optimistic at this point. And honestly, we need that balance.
It's all about balance.
Big facts.
So yeah, like there was a big to do about it when that update came out. But yeah, after like Sony came out, clarified, look, we're not listening to things. But yeah, so be careful what you say. Regardless, just always be careful what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not be out here causing trouble on the internet. But it's the internet. Speaking of lists of games that people have access to, the Xbox Series X and S launch games. Here are the 30 next-gen optimized titles. These are not games that are coming out exclusively for the Series X. These are games that are available on the One that you'll be able to play optimized on the Series X and S. This includes Assassin's Creed Valhalla with a smart delivery, Borderlands 3 with smart delivery, Bright Memory 1.0 with smart delivery, Cuisine Royale with a smart delivery, Dead by Daylight with Xbox Game Pass and smart delivery, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Dirt 5 smart delivery. Actually, I think the smart delivery ones, those are the ones that actually do have an Xbox One X version. If they're doing that.
Yeah. Basically back and forth.
Yeah, so I did mistake. Some of these are games that do have Xbox Series X and S versions.
Right.
And those are ones listed with smart delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Enlisted, Evergate, the Falconeer with smart delivery, Fortnite, which I'm surprised there's no Xbox Series X version of that, but okay. Forza Horizon 4 with Game Pass and smart delivery. So there's a Series X version of Forza Horizon 4 coming out. Okay. Gears 5 with smart delivery on Game Pass. Gears Tactics, Game Pass and smart delivery. Which also, well, if it's a smart delivery title, that means that Gears Tactics is finally coming to Xbox One too. So there's that.
Yeah.
Because it's not available on Xbox One right now. Grounded on Game Pass with smart delivery. King Oddball, smart delivery. Maneater, smart delivery. Manifold Garden, smart delivery. NBA 2K21. But remember, if you want the next gen titles, that's gonna cost you.
For the roster update.
Observer, System Redux, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which is Game Pass and smart delivery. Planet Coaster, smart delivery. Tetris Effect Connected, Game Pass and smart delivery. I am looking forward to that. The Tourist with Game Pass and smart delivery. War Thunder, smart delivery. Warhammer Chaos Bane Slayer Edition. Watch Dogs Legion, smart delivery. WRC 9 FIA World Rally Championship, smart delivery. Yakuza Like a Dragon, smart delivery. And Your Grace, smart delivery. Also, if you are looking forward to playing Yakuza Like a Dragon on a PS5, you will have to wait until March of 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Which is weird because Sony, not Sony, but Japanese companies tend to stick together. But boy, Sega's been really buddy-buddy with Microsoft as of late. Which, again, why isn't...
I don't.
We talked about this at one point of what company Microsoft will buy next, and again, I still think that Sega is one of those companies.
You know what? I could definitely see it. you mentioning it and how chummy they are, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see like, because Yakuza is already on like Game Pass. Like you could play like Kiwami 1, 2, and 0 on Game Pass. So matter of time. It would be a big get. I can definitely tell you.
You want to know who else is partnering with Xbox though? GameStop. So apparently last week it was something that we had missed. GameStop.
Nah, they're canceled. These people, they don't wash their hands by.
They don't wash their hands. They don't disinfect. They don't clean their stores.
GameStop will earn revenue on digital downloads from every Xbox it sells.
I think that pretty much pulls them out of the break.
It does.
Like that's like just when you think like GameStop's down, they pull a shenanigan somewhere. They're like the cockroach of the industry.
I swear, I feel like I've seen this somewhere else, but like I've been experiencing that for the past 4 years, but yeah, GameStop somehow made it out. Hopefully this will bring more people jobs, but again, let's bring them back safely.
GameStop. Let's not go that far.
According to some insight from a firm named Domo Capital Management, under GameStop's new partnership with Microsoft, the retailer is set to profit from any Xbox the store sells, even once it's left the store. If you buy an Xbox Series X from GameStop, for example, and then proceed to download a digital copy of Cyberpunk 2077 or Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, GameStop will get a cut of the revenue you generate. Wow. I mean, GameStop's never gonna give up. Like they figured it out. They actually figured out like, all right, how can we make money off of digital sales? They figured it out.
Hey,
good on them. Again, like, hey, learn to adapt.
That cockroach.
And more Xbox news. Xbox 360 cloud saves will soon be free on Xbox Series S and X. Xbox 360 owners will be able to transfer cloud saves to Xbox Series X, S for free. You will no longer have to be an Xbox Live subscriber to use cloud saves to transfer your Xbox 360 games to the Series X or S. When the consoles launch, you will be able to transfer over your 360 games using the cloud. Wow, I feel like I've read that sentence 3 different ways. It really seems like it was the same sentence 3 different times. Nothing. There was no new information gained with each reading of that sentence.
I think we got
so I mean, yeah, like that's pretty good. I guess like there was no cost between 1 and the Series X, but yeah.
Hey, read it one more time and see what happens.
I mean, the joke was there were 3 different sentences. They were 3 different sentences, but they all read the same.
That's just bad.
But I'll go again. I'll give you another reading, and then I've got to fix your video feed because your bandwidth dropped for a bit. Xbox 360 owners will be able to transfer cloud saves to Xbox Series XS for free. You will no longer have to be an Xbox Live subscriber to use cloud saves to transfer your Xbox 360 games to Xbox Series X or S. When the consoles launch, you will be able to transfer over your 360 games using the cloud. Again, those are 3 different sentences, yet no new information would ever gain from reading the other sentences. It was the same fucking sentence, just reworded 3 times.
It'd be like, we cool, we all on the same page. All right, cool.
And who knows? Maybe that's what their intent was. Like,
did we say 3? Did we say 3? Were we clear enough the first time? You know, something we're just gonna go ahead and hit you with it 3 times in a row.
Be like, Xbox 360 cloud saves will be free on the Xbox Series X. Do you get it? Do you hear it, people? Do you know that they will be free? The Xbox 360 cloud saves on Series X and S? The point has been made. We get it.
Just one more time for the people in the back.
One time for the one time. All the people in the back. For the people in the cheap seats. Xbox 360 cloud saves will soon be free for Xbox Series X and S.
I'm sorry, how much will I have to pay for that?
Free 99.
So 99 cents?
Nope, just free.
Yeah, that actually, I've always wondered. It's like, is free 99? Is it still free? Like, what are we doing? Like that?
No, it's free.
That one was misleading.
Yeah, free. No, it's free, but it's just like people just like to add the 99.
Yeah, that's just so dumb.
Emphasis.
Don't do that. Just don't do that. Like, I was like just really curious. Just let me see how much time we got. Oh man, actually we're doing better than I thought we were. Watch Dogs Legion now recommends an RTX 3080 for its ultra settings.
Boo. When Cyberpunk 2070, it's 2070?
2077.
Yeah, 2077. And the recommended was a 1060. Now, listen, I'm not saying like what game is going to be more graphically intensive than the other game, but literally one of the most hottest games out here is recommended is a 2060. I'm just saying. 3080 for Ultra.
But see, is that recommended for ray tracing? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, even 4K Ultra with ray tracing off, like they're still saying 2080 Ti or 3080. Like, there's no mention of a 1080 anywhere in here, which like it makes me feel some type of way.
Well, I'm gonna be playing this game. If I do play this game, I'm probably gonna be playing this game in 1080p anyway. So, oh well.
But yeah, so like, what is 1080p Ultra? Why is 1080p only just high?
Yeah,
that bugs me just a little bit.
Because people want to max out at 1080p. They want to flex on 1080p.
Right? Like, what's 1080p Ultra? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's like a lot of dudes play like 1080p Ultra on like the big ass cards because, you know, for competitive reasons, because they want to be able to they want to be used to the monitors that they're going to usually play on, and the ones they usually play on are 1080p monitors anyway, 60 hertz. So they want to get all, you know, like maybe high refresh,
over 60.
high refresh, but 1080.
But see, that's it. But see, actually, no. I think the latest Steam, like the hardware survey for Steam, I think that a lot of people are at 1440p. They're at 2K, but they have like high refresh rate 1440p monitors.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I mean, I would still like to know like what hardware to push 1080p, but you know it's whatever.
Yeah,
you know, tell me it's fine. Not better. But yeah, it goes to show that they went through. It's like, you know what? Nah, you gonna want that 3080. You gonna want that 3080. So I was hoping to leave Apple and Epic alone. But
so let me guess, the penny came back for round 2. So what's the tea on this?
So there isn't so much tea for Apple versus Epic, but there was a conversation we were having before about, you know, what does this mean for consoles? So yeah, like the judge came back and told Epic and Apple that, hey, like if y'all go through it, this can actually have some serious ramifications for people who have nothing to do with this at all, which are like the console manufacturers. So it's quote, first Epic Games avers, I don't know what that word is, avers that the iOS market is distinct from other video game platforms because Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft do not make much profit, if any, on the sale of their hardware or consoles, unlike Apple, which allegedly makes significant profits from the sale of each iPhone, which apparently is like Epic trying to say, hey, Apple is different than Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Like like Sony and Microsoft will tell you, yeah, we don't make much money off these consoles, but Apple just like when they just announce an iPhone, they make like $2,000. Like all they have to say is like, there's a new iPhone, and the stock price will just go up. Let alone actually selling the devices. This distinction is without legal precedent under Section 2 of the Sherman Act. Indeed, Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft all operate similar walled gardens or closed platform models as Apple, whereby the hardware, operating system, digital marketplace, and IEPs or in-app purchases are all exclusive to the platform owners. As such, a final decision should be better informed regarding the impact of the walled garden model, given the potential for significant and serious ramifications for Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft and their video game platforms. So essentially, like the judge was making the argument that, yeah, y'all say Apple's different, but only based off of the fact that, they just make money off their devices. But no, all of them are walled gardens. They're all the same. And what you do here with Apple will definitely affect what happens with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. And it's not so much like they're like the judge telling Epic, no, you're wrong. It's more or less like, hey, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, y'all might want to pay attention to this because this could fuck y'all over too.
Big facts. Especially when two of y'all got like console launches coming up pretty soon. Hello.
So yeah, that's where that's where this is. It wasn't so much tea, but it was more like, hey, console manufacturers, shit, what the fuck I hit? Like, hey, console manufacturers, y'all might want to pay attention. Like, I know Microsoft's been backing Epic on this shit, but it's almost like, you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
You sure about that? Because
is that someone you want to do?
Actually, I don't know. Microsoft may still be willing to back Epic because they've been opening up lately. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like, hey, Fortnite, you can play Fortnite on a phone through a cloud. Like, it's whatever. You do whatever. Do you? But I think it's Sony I think Sony mainly should pay attention at this. Like, hey, yeah, y'all believe in generations and walling shit off. This actually may pertain to you.
Yep.
Y'all are the main ones fighting, cross-platform gameplay. So, just saying. Might wanna watch out. But we got good news. Good news to end our stories on.
Okay, we got good news today. I'm here for this.
Good news. Remember how, I think it was last week, we said that Call of Duty Modern Warfare will no longer fit on a 250 gigabyte hard drive? You can now make it fit again. An update went live this week that allowed you to uninstall sections of Modern Warfare to reduce the size of the game.
Just be like,
stop.
Now,
hold. Did you just say that they were like, what if we just let you uninstall just a little bit of the game, just a little bit as a treat? What if we let you just uninstall pieces of it because the game was too big? Could you?
Yep.
They got you playing layaway with this game with your memory space.
Be like,
they just like, okay, so I know you want a whole suit. What we're gonna do is let you uninstall the pants and the jacket. You can still keep the shirt, the belt, and the shoes, and pair that up with something else you got at home. Maybe like a really slick looking pair of denim pants. Maybe like a cardigan you have at the house.
It'd be like, look, I don't want to play the multiplayer right now. Can I uninstall the multiplayer and play the single player real quick? Can I do that? Can I just do that?
Oh, actually, though.
But that's what that is, though. Like,
okay, but can we talk about the fact that I would high key actually be real into that if that was a thing that they regularly did was, hey, this has a single player mode and a multiplayer mode. If you want, you can just install a single player and enjoy that experience and not have to be bothered with voice chat.
Well, console game, like consoles actually have done that. There are some games where, like, I think Uncharted did it, and something else.
Yeah,
There were some
Uncharted was
other games
like,
where you can choose which part of the game you wanted to download first.
mm-hmm.
That you can get to playing it. So like if you wanted to play the multiplayer, you can just download the multiplayer
Yeah,
while the single player was installing.
right.
This is the first time I've heard it being done retroactively, where it's like you downloaded the whole game and now you can just get rid of part of it. Quite frankly, you know, I would technically do this. Like I would install just the multiplayer so I can just play gun game again.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I would just want to install gun game. Like just that me.
I have to wonder if this is something that they realized later and made modifications for, or if this is something that they planned the whole time. Because there's no way in between what we knew of when this game was coming out and now that they would have just went, no, you can just uninstall part of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Knowing that they gave us the hard drive space that they gave us in the first place. Because y'all really try to come out here with hard drive space, have a game take up most of it, and then just say, no, you can just uninstall part of it. It's fine.
What? Because, you know, like, I don't play zombies. Can I uninstall zombies? Can I just not shoot zombies in the face? Or maybe you just want to play.
Yeah, like there's
maybe
that too.
That's what you want to play zombies. Maybe you just want zombies and no other multiplayer. Like, how is it like? Is it like big blocks where it's like the single player block, the multiplayer block? Is it like small blocks where it's like the single player, like the single player is a big block, and then maybe like small little modules on top of that with being like you can not play on these maps or you can play on this map on these maps, or do you just like this mode, get rid of that, but these modes I want to keep, or no zombies but just all multiplayer? Like, how does that work?
See that's the thing. So that was the thing I liked about Black Ops 4. It took them a while to get us there, but they sold a $40 option, which was just the multiplayer and the blackout, and didn't include the zombies because I fucking hate zombies. Like, it would be nice if they did that again, but I doubt they will.
Doubt it.
But I'm pretty sure they will sell you the $6 version. Now, what I would like to see is like if they give you the option to only install the parts you wanted to play.
Right.
And speaking of that too, or speaking of this patch, this is also available for PS4 gamers as well. The PS4, it'll allow you to uninstall the campaign. Wait a second, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me reread this. Looking at the same option on PS4 and Xbox One, PC players will likely also get to remove Spec Ops mode and potentially even survival. Indeed, PS4 players who own the game digitally can also uninstall the campaign. So we do hope the same choice will be afforded to be. So wait a second, what? So it is not as deep as I thought it was.
It's like deep like a puddle.
Yeah, like, oh, that is a bummer. Because like that would save that would give you a whole bunch of space if you were able to just uninstall the single player. If all you're playing is the multiplayer, if you can just uninstall single player, that's like half your hard drive.
Like when Cold War comes out, if this continues with Cold War, be like, yeah, I played that, uninstall that, right into the multiplayer. I'm invested in the multiplayer. I'm good now.
This bums me out. I was all happy for it, but this bums me out now. I thought we had a win. Here, but it just doesn't go far enough. Well, I mean, okay, you know what? PS4 players, enjoy your win. You did it.
Yep.
It's weird that PC players are not afforded the same option. It should not be that damn difficult. But
do better, Bobby. Bobby need to do better.
Is Bobby even a part of this anymore? I thought he was gone.
No, Bobby's still in there. He's making buku cash, and nobody will date him. So, yep.
Anywho, update your watchOS. This battery updates there. And of course, the PS4 update 8.0 has come out. Again, Make sure you be careful what you say. Granted, nobody will be able to use it against you until the PS5 comes out.
Right.
Which is weird that this is a PS5 feature that they're talking about, but hey, this is where we're at now.
We're here now. We're here now. We're
Sony
out
believes
here.
in generations.
Mm-hmm.
So
This
when it
is
comes to
where
your
we live
safety, it's a generational thing. If you want to be safe online, buy PS5.
Big facts.
That's it. We made it through it all. There was no cut stories this week. Surprisingly.
Oh wow.
We're a little over 2 hours, but again, that's with all of our stories.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for tuning in once again. Eventually, we're going to add a segment of what tech we should be excited about, or you know what? No, I'm at it right now, just because we're here. I'm excited about this NVMe drive I got. It's 1 terabyte on Amazon Prime Day that I did not order from Amazon. Ordered from Newegg. So I'm excited about my NVMe drive that I got.
Can we just talk about how Newegg's the real MVP?
Oh, yeah.
Newegg's my favorite. Newegg is my favorite.
Yeah.
And the fact that 2-day shipping, just like Amazon too. So I think I may have had to pay for shipping, but shoot, discounts like this,
they just come right on through.
It just comes to you. It's just like so fast. And I'll be like, wait, did I order it?
Also excited about my 10 terabyte.
Okay, can I just talk about how the packaging makes that look like an ice cream sandwich? Like I expect a Klondike to be in there, and it's not one.
For a NES hard drive.
A lot.
Oh no.
A lot. So yeah, the NVMe, it's a PCI Gen 3 NVMe, so it's not the fast NVMe that you would get in your PlayStation 5 and your Xbox Series X, but it's still plenty fast. That was like, for that terabyte, that was $95 if I'm not mistaken, on Amazon, but of course, Newegg price matched. And the 10 terabyte Western Digital Red NAS drive was $180. I think it was $185 on Amazon with a Newegg price match. So, like I've told people, so look, Amazon may have those good deals, but definitely, especially for computer parts, gaming stuff, check Best Buy, check Newegg. They are probably price matching.
Right.
And then you can kind of help alleviate some of the stress that a lot of those Amazon employees are having to go through, trying to make sure all those shipments go out.
Exactly.
Although in the video that I'm about to post of me unboxing this, I'll also say that PC parts were probably a very small chunk of the sales that Amazon made those 2 days. So it may not have helped a lot, but at least I feel good about helping Amazon employees by not having them work to death. But then also knowing that me and a whole bunch of other people who had that same idea may have made more work for Best Buy and Newegg employees.
True. You just kind of pass the buck off to.
Yeah. So it's like it's a shallow victory, I guess.
Yep. Oh, about also a little pro tip about Newegg. Go on Newegg.com. And I hate email newsletters as much as everybody hates them. I hate them. I have to delete them off my mom's email account all the time because she just be like throwing that email on the things. But I'm gonna tell you, the best email newsletter that you get is the Newegg one. They give you the deals and all the promo codes. You click on that link. You click on that email link. Boom! It pops up all the promo codes you need. So if you're looking for new hard drives, new monitors, if you're looking for a monitor, hard drive, or even games, because sometimes Newegg will just drop games on it. You'll see them in the email blast. And you'll probably be like, oh, well, I see like pictures of the email blast all the time. No. These are deals that are specifically set to the emails. And once they expire, you can't use them no more. So do that, get the email blast. And also what's called the Shell Shocker deals. Those are daily deals every day. Every day is a new deal. 7 days a week, new deals. So if you're looking for new good stuff, get them sign up for them 2 emails.
Get this man out of here. Get him out of here. Be gone from me, Satan.
Oh,
Okay?
Are you talking about the gold drive?
Yes.
Wow.
No, I'm out here talking about you being like, hey, we got deals every day. Listen. Okay, so we're gonna talk about me and the section of technology that I fall into. My big thing is like design stuff. So it's mostly software stuff. Which, that being said, and this is why I'm mad at you at the moment, every other day is like a thing where they're just like, we have a bundle of fonts that we want to sell you with like 4 web, like that just has licenses that cover like 4 web use and 4 commercial use if you want to do that in addition to whatever products you want to have. And it would be like, it's a bundle of like 200 fonts for like $89. This is me. I literally want 2 fonts out of this package, but I really have to buy the other 198, so I guess I'm gonna do it. And I had to swear off buying anything new like that I would enjoy until I finished taking a design class. Because I had one that I got for free. The class is normally like hundreds of dollars, but I got it in for free because I'm a very charming individual. And with that in mind, I'm like, okay, as a reward to myself, I'm only going to allow myself to get into these sales and start buying things when I complete the class. So now you have come up with a whole new thing that I have to sit there and go, I can't buy this either until I finish this class. Kevin, no.
Oh, those emails are test of faith. I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh yeah, they are.
Because
it'd be like literally like, I need that.
But see,
I don't need it, but I could.
Because like, I don't know if y'all get into fonts the way I do, but I just see some stuff that makes my mouth water, and then I'm just like, I hit the delete button so hard because I'm like, I can't bite it. I'm angry.
That's me on Monoprice. Like, I know I sit there and say, hey, make sure you know where your cables are coming from. But there are sometimes I will buy some shit on Monoprice. Like,
that's me.
Like I trust them too. Like another piece of tech that I love is my, hold on. Yeah. We're gonna do Major's favorite things right now, just because they're all within arm's reach of me.
No, we're gonna be here till Christmas.
No, this is it, because there's literally nothing. I mean, I'm gonna grab my Dr. Peppers on the couch. So this right here is an air compressor for your tires, for like whatever you want to blow up. But it has a little display on it to where you can kind of set to where like you can set the PSI. You push the button and it goes until it gets to that limit and then it cuts off.
Oh, that's dope.
Exactly. I didn't know it did that until I got it.
Yo, that's dope.
So yeah, like when I saw this, okay, yeah, this is definitely a good buy. It's $36 on Monoprice.
That's literally like the testament of like how old I am now, because I'm excited for like regular like dad, uncle, old man shit.
Right.
Like I would never even remotely be interested in any of that. But now I'm interested in all of that. Like I've been looking at like silicone baking cups, because I'm like, when I make my cornbread, I hate having to like peel off those nappy ass like baking cups, because they always stick and you always got all your cornbread in there. So I'm like, being able to pull that bad boy off, and like cornbread goes one way, silicone cups goes the next way. Okay, I'm good with that. So again, that shit appeals to me now.
I bought a Roomba and then was actually really thinking about still buying another vacuum cleaner. And I was really excited about all of this. Again, like I've owned this Roomba for 2 weeks. And I still sit, if I'm at home, I will sit there and watch it. I was so excited about my Roomba on Saturday. Like I have it scheduled to run Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Didn't have to run on a Saturday. I ran it on a Saturday anyway, just because I was at home doing nothing.
It was your entertainment,
just to watch it go.
Yeah, just be like.
So yeah, like, dude, I get it, man. Like a homeowner does it to you. Like when you get up in age, like certain tech does it for you. Like I'm gonna tell you.
Mhm.
But I think that's all the tech I got. Like, I don't think I'm expecting anything else. Like I could check my shipping, and I think all I got is like another face mask coming in and some cable management stuff. So, so the Roomba won't suck my cables in. So I've almost lost a speaker and a light from my Roomba to my Roomba. So
We might have to talk about some things because I need some desperate help with cable management.
oh, I'm definitely not the person you want to talk to.
Me neither.
This is going to be a patchwork effort.
Like
Just enough to keep the cables off the floor so the Roomba doesn't suck them up. Any other time, I would not care.
Yeah, mine is looking like pretty weird. I got wires like all over the place. Like
I love Jay's 2 cents, but he's now doing this thing where he's judging people's like computer setups, and it bothers me how much this shit bothers him. Because like
wait, who?
It's a guy called Jay's 2 cents. He does a lot of PC review, like PC component reviews, analysis, and all like that.
Yeah.
So what he's been doing recently has been asking his viewers to submit their PCs, like their desk setups. And again, like I'm a person who's like, look, if the shit fucking works and it is not impeding the performance of my system, I do not care. So it bugs me when he's like just shits on people who are like, but also these people are submitting the things in knowing that, oh no, like I'm gonna send my terrible thing, I'm gonna see what he says about my stuff. But it's like I can't watch it because like I don't like how people just have that one singular mindset of everything has to be clean. It's like, no, it doesn't. Is it catching fire? No. Is it performing properly? Yes. Then I mean, sure. If you're trying to impress somebody, okay, but I don't give a shit who walks in my damn house.
Yeah,
trust me, the cable management thing is for me. Hold on. Everyone's reminder that we're still in quarantine. Nobody should be at your house looking at your setups, right? That being said,
and even if it wasn't, like my thing is like,
but to explain things to you, like just me, like for me, things being organized is just stress relieving. Like I went and bought this whole desk organizer just so I could do things like this because I wanted to be able to organize all my stuff and have it in one place and not have it scattered and hidden in a corner and I forget about things. But that's just like me. If I'm asking people for cable organization tips, I'm not trying to impress y'all. I just like having things be in order.
Like for me,
and I know that you two wouldn't care, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's like my thing is like people are here watching these streams. Like my cable management does not fuck up the stream in any way. Like again, if you were to just look at like anything behind me, anything you can see through my webcam, like you would think that everything's in place. Like no, it's not. Like it. Like actually, the cables for these lights are actually behind the cushions of this couch because I had to put them somewhere and not so that way they're not on the floor. Like you should really see behind my monitor. Like, and actually I've posted pictures of like my office. As a matter of fact, I've posted pictures of this studio space and like you can see the cables from the PC. They're just fucking everywhere because like, there's no telling like what day I will come in here and want to plug in some random thing. Like I've got no time to unloosen cables and just to move shit. Like no, like I came in here recently to unplug my Brio. I had no time to tie something just to get a USB cable. Like that's just too much. That's too much. I move things around too much to care. So yeah, I've had to delete those videos off of my Plex servers just so I can stop being mad.
Yeah.
Also, like, no. Kev noticed the new object of my affection. This WD Gold drive, 18 terabytes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. From the enterprise
$584.
That is business.
I don't even know what I don't even have that much data. Like what the fuck? But hey,
You don't need this,
I
but
don't.
you want it.
Have we talked about in case anybody didn't know, in case it was unclear in any way to anybody viewing this channel at this moment in time, your boy Major Linux really likes storage. Into it.
Ooh.
Heavily into it.
I mean,
Like
that is evident.
this hard drive can actually store the entirety of the current major rig if it was completely full.
Mm-hmm.
Like the system itself has 17 terabytes of storage. This drive can be that entire fucking machine with headroom, with the whole terabyte to itself. Oh boy! All right, I gotta go. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Tech Talk Thursdays. Kev, Sin, what y'all got going on this week?
Nothing until next week. There is a. Oh wait, I lied. So from 1 to about 4 p.m. on Saturday, I will be on the RPG Hour channel doing Star Wars tabletop games.
Uh-oh. You got a link in the chat you want pop in there?
I don't yet, but y'all are gonna have to go and find me on Twitter. Hi, I'm Sensiac Beta on there if you want to find me on, if you want to see where I'm up to and all of that stuff.
That'll work. I do need to create some schedule, like some timers and stuff in the bot to put that stuff up there.
I also purchased an interesting thing today. I was talking about, I was trying to get people to guess, and it's really funny. I said I bought a tabletop prop. That's supposed to be coming in a few days, just for playing games. I just wanted a prop to use, and someone was like, "Well, what is it?" So I've got a bunch of guesses for a bunch of really odd things, but no one has guessed what I actually bought.
The tabletop prop.
Yep, it's a character prop. So I'll just tell y'all because I don't think anybody here is going to tell anybody else. It was a pipe. I got like a long stemmed pipe, because I have now several characters who are wizards who use them for doing magical things. But I don't think anybody's going to guess what it is. I would tell them it's something like what you said in this respect, but it's not this. Someone was like, is it a flute? No, but it's shaped like one. You can certainly blow into it. Well, what about this? It's been a whole day of guessing. It's been great to watch.
Be like Gandalf and making them like magic smoke rings, and then put like a ship through it. Love it.
Kev, what you got going on, man?
So we finished up the Steam Game Festival stuff, and by finished I mean I pretty much played all the demos that I could play till I got tired, and then I decided to like wrap it up. So we wrapped it up. The last episode is going to be coming out on my channel on Saturday, and there's really been a lot of really awesome indie games out here. Indies need love. They deserve love. They make really great games, and they make really good games. And at some point, I'm gonna be playing Age of Empires 3 because it's on PC Game Pass. So I'm gonna be streaming that at some point. And not playing Tales of Vesperia because I can't get into another JRPG. I have 2 Ni no Kunis to finish, and a Dragon Quest by the end of the year. I ain't got enough time and energy. I'm only one man with 2 hands. So, but yeah, we finished that up, and I'm looking forward to spending copious amounts of money on indie games by the end of the year. And I bought a whole bunch of 2 Point Hospital DLC, so look forward to that stuff coming out pretty soon, those streams. Other than that, not really that much. Just shout out to my moderator Brittany for giving me the ability to like just telling me about the whole game festival, because I was like, I'm just probably gonna make two videos a month like I usually do, and ended up doing fucking 10. So yeah. So
Got
for
content
like
for days.
Yeah, literally content for days, and it's like for like at least 1-2 weeks, for like about 1 week, I'm a actual YouTuber. So on the daily, instead of it being like just, oh, is it time to do the Twitch highlight video? Let me go to Twitch and download these clips and throw them all together. So, and plus I have to do that. Plus I have to do that for September because I'm fucking late. Yeah. So yeah. That's my little projects.
For me, I've got to really sit down, try to write this Roomba review that I've been working on. I kind of want to do a video to accompany it. That's actually the reason why I want to write it, so I can kind of have a script for a video. Also, hey, if anybody has any recommendations for a ring light that can possibly fit a mirrorless camera, more specifically a Canon EOS M50, hit up your boy, because I would like to try to acquire one for recording YouTube videos that are not in front of the computer. While I do love this setup, I would actually like to be able to do these videos in other rooms. There's that. Again, I keep threatening that I will play Genshin Impact, but yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen ever.
Oh, I highly recommend that.
Saturday, I will probably be streaming the software portion of the build of the Major's Home rebuild. When I install the hard drives, I gotta reinstall the OS, and we'll probably be using Unraid as opposed to Fedora Linux. To try it out, there's like a 30-day free trial. If I like it, I'll keep it. I'll pay for it. If not, I will probably redo everything and install Fedora and go back to the life I was living beforehand. So stay tuned for that. I'll have more details when that's going to come. When that's going live, I still have to actually install the hardware first before I move on to installing software. So that's it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in to Tech Talk Thursdays. Of course, if you would like to listen to these offline versions, you can hit us up on anchor.fm/tech-talk-thursdays. We're on like 8 different podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts, I think Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, all those places.
Anywhere you get your podcast.
Huh?
Anywhere you get your podcast.
Yeah. If you would mind, please comment, like, subscribe on the YouTube, where there's a special playlist on YouTube if you like to watch these videos, because they are very entertaining. You can actually see what we're talking about, like this gold hard drive that I really want. I like gold. Let's see.
Gold.
What else am I forgetting? Hey, share this podcast with your friends. Say, hey, there are 3 brothers in tech who know what the fuck they're talking about. And man, they really need that exposure. I mean, you could also...
Honestly, it's 2 out of 3. You're here for Kevin and for Linux. I'm just here to provide flavor commentary.
Sin, I'm here for you.
We're all here for you.
I'm here for you.
Y'all are wonderful.
We got you, man.
So please tell your friends, hey, there's this dope podcast, 3 Brothers in Tech. Talk, like, again, the Negrodamuses. We know what we're talking about. Tell your friends, and have your friends tell, their friends, and, find that one person who works at Google who may be able to give me a Pixel 6. So we could talk about it. Again, I'll send it back. I don't need to keep it. You can have it back. I mean, Kev might want to keep it, but I'll send mine back. It's fine. I buy iPhones.
I'm keeping my Pixel. I don't know what you're talking about. I want the Pixel, okay? But look at that Pixel 4a review videos, like, and I'm like, I already know I want to buy it, but I still keep watching them because I'm like, maybe it's something I missed. Nope, didn't miss anything. Everybody loves it. I want it. It's cheap. I'm getting it. I don't understand. So I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. But yeah, I'm keeping my. If you give me a Pixel, I'm keeping it.
So
I ain't giving it back.
Again, hey, share the word. Like, look, we're out here doing great things, and I do appreciate those. And again, it's not to discount the people that are here already watching the show live, who are actually downloading, listening to shows. And after the fact. Thank you all so much for your support so far. But yes, please tell your friends what we're doing out here. But that's it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Of course, you guys could have been anywhere in the world watching any streaming, or you could have been reading the tech news yourself, but no. You like for me to store that, all this tech news in my 18 terabytes and serve it back to you on my major home server.
Plenty of room.
We got the room for it. We got the room for all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is I love you. And peace out.
Wakanda forever. Ye Bombay! Ye Bombay! Ye Bombay! Ye Bombay!